Hi everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorial and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. All these Facebook groups are related to junk journaling or both junk journaling and paper crafts. So junk journal and paper crafts is both. I have special days, so Tuesdays you can list your YouTube channels, Thursdays you can list your Etsy or whatever shop, and Fridays you get freebies. Sundays we just say hello to everybody that's new. So you want to go to these groups and sign up, especially if you have an Etsy shop or a Ko-fi shop. And if you have a YouTube channel, that's good too, because then you can list it. You can always list your YouTube videos that you've made. You know what I mean? Those aren't restricted at all. But if you just want to post your link to your YouTube channel, you can do that on YouTube Tuesday. Okay. There's also the Sweet Pea Papers membership, YouTube membership. And that's only $1.99 a month. You should hurry up and get in there. We're going to start having some lives, maybe in September. It depends on what happens in August at the Pain Doctor. And, well, actually October at the Pain Doctor. So I'm still going to try to get them in early. And then we're going to have, you get a discount of 25% in the Ko-fi shop on journals. And if I advertise a journal in the group, because I think that's what I'm going to start doing, or give it away, whatever. But if you do that, you'll get an extra, you'll get 25% off as well. So I'm going to figure out some kind of mechanism. Maybe I'll do it on the Sweet Pea Papers business page. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, so that's all that. This is my design team project for Sunflowers and Doors. This is Letters from the Attic, and I got the add-on as well, which are the blue pages and some more ephemera. And I'm hoping we'll be able to finish this first signature today. I've got everything laid out. I also, remember I printed these out for the covers, and I'm printing out 2 more of these so that we have enough. And these 2 are going to go on the inside covers with belly bands. And this one we're not going to make on camera, but there are just, you know, like direct instructions on every page on how to do it. I'm just going to do a flat one. I'm not going to do, you know, a double-sided flat one. I'm not going to have pages that pull out or anything. I don't think. I mean, drawers. Okay. And this one is really pretty that we did already. And we've only got one. So I could do another one and put it in the second signature. Or I could put it on the inside of the front cover, which is what I think I'm going to do. I also printed out extra pages that I discovered I didn't need because I had a pile of extra pages already, but I printed out some more of these collage pages. Oh, I did print out another one of the burgundy pages. I know I did. And I printed out more pockets. Yeah, it's printed on the back of that one. I didn't do these with brown on the back, so we could do them for flip-ups. This is one I'd already printed. I printed out more pockets, which I don't think we'll need when I finished looking through my stuff, but I printed out both sets of pockets. Then I printed out the tags from both groups, because I think I'll need the tags in the second signature, which I'm going to do off camera. Okay, so I did that. Let's put these the way they belong. Whoops. These go on the top. No, they don't. They go over here. And these go where I can reach them. I don't have a flip up in here, but I might be able to adjust what I did. And we were almost to the center. We ended up right here where I stuck this little ribbon in. I didn't realize I could have put little pockets. I need to put something on the backs of these tags too, don't I? Well, I have a paper clip here, so, but it's for this page, but we'll put the paper clip back on or leave it on so I know to do something on that other page. So here's this one. This one was done off camera along with its partner, because all I did was put cards in the pocket and ink them. I put this on top of the circle because the circle was bigger than my hole punch to punch the hole out. Okay, this is the plain tag. I just stuck it in here, and I used a piece of ephemera, which is the butterfly, and added to it. And I just went ahead and did the opposite side as well. Everything else is something we're going to do today. So let's put our specimen card, since it doesn't go all the way through. Oh, that's pretty. Why would I was going to make this a pocket. Let's see if we can put it in one of the pockets we've already got. That's why, because it won't go in a pocket. We're just going to miss out on the back of this, I guess. We'll have to live with it. Or we could put on a little, we could make a pocket and then do it like this. Let me see. I have some narrower pockets, or cards like this one. And this one, we could put it all in one big pocket that we make custom sized. Why don't we do that? I like that idea better. So let's get out our backing papers that we've already printed out. This one's only a half page. I think it would look nice as a pocket on this page. Let's just go ahead and use it since we've already cut the page in half. Okay, so we're going to set this stuff aside because this is for the second signature. We're going to use our notebook thingy, the other one that looks like a clock on this signature, and this on this signature, right? You know what I mean? We've got one for each. So we're going to do that in the second signature. So that's going to go in here. I'm going to move this out of there. We'll leave our pockets right here. Oh, we don't need them there for the second signature too. And a little scrap piece of lace from another project. Boy, I should have cleaned this up. Anyway, let's just do a pocket all the way across. Okay, we'll slice just a little bit off each side because we don't want to, you know, be in the edge. But let's see, how high do we want it? Just a 2.5 inch pocket? Yeah, we don't want to hide the, well, we don't have to put it all the way in because we're putting the tags all the way in. Let's just make a 2.5 inch or 3 inch pocket. Let me take a look. That's 2.5. Oh, no, it's not. That's 1.5. It's 2.5. There's, I think, a 2 3/4 pocket will work nicely. And this is what's left. And I'm going to cut just a smidge off, about 1/8 of an inch side. Yeah, and then we can put it in here. Let's ink it. It was a better idea anyway. Then I will come back through. We'll need a cluster on this or something. You know, I could make a little side pocket that goes the other way. I think I'll do that. We'll glue this pocket on. Then we'll look at our little tags, or even this frame maybe. Yeah, and make a pocket this way. All right, let's go for it. If I'd have made it a 3 inch pocket, it would have been a little bit better. What is up with the glue? The bottle is completely full. There must be dried glue. Oh, there's a little bit there. Let's put this on. There's some writing here, so I'm going to make sure it's right side up. I'm not going to put it all the way to the bottom. And I'm not going to put it all the way to the edge. I just need to put it on straight. And let's ink this. Potentially, we could finish the whole thing if I can go quick enough. Get it done in an hour. be kind of a miracle, wouldn't it? All right, so the point's going to stick out. So I only need to glue it here, here, and oopsie, over here. Because this is going to stick out, and I don't want the glue to stick out. So let's put it here. I'm going to move it over so that this is here. And put it on straight. Make sure the point's not sticking off the bottom, and make sure the point's not sticking off the side on this side. Okay, and we'll ink these real quick and put them in the pocket while this is drying. I didn't go through and ink all the envelopes, I mean all the tags and everything. This is already inked. We inked it when we made it. And I'll either have to punch this or put something on it. Oh, I've got some little teeny weeny items. I cut out the butterflies all the way down, but I think, do I have one that's blue? I think these are all. Let's use one that doesn't have color on it. Well, not that one's too small, but I think this one would work. Don't want to use my little playing card. Probably put it in there. Let's just cover that hole. I like doing that, especially in a book that I'm not necessarily keen about using ribbons in. Oops, look at that. I leaned it against my gauze, which I forgot I had until I was doing a different project. I got gauze and cheesecloth, which I didn't know I had either. I bought a bunch because I didn't think I had any. Okay, so let's put that over here. And then we'll put this right here. Yeah, that'll work. And, you know, we could ink one of these. Let's ink the one where the wings stick out. That one, the wings stuck out too, but stuck out a little more on this one. You know, I was going to stick it in there, but why don't we put it on there? Normally I don't put that much glue on, but I missed a spot. All right, so do we want it? I think I want the center even with that little dot. So let's do it here. Like that. Then we'll take these little teeny weeny things and put them back in here. But I can use these for tag holes, all of these. Even the playing card. Maybe I'll take one of the little, both of the little playing cards. They're not exactly the same. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that. Oh, for goodness sake. I'll be able to see what they are. Okay. That one I cut wrong, but I thought, well, I could just cut it into a smaller circle. Oh, I've got teeny tags here. Then I think I could put one of these. Nope, I can't get that in there. How about a ticket? Maybe this skinny one. Yeah. Let's put that in. This one kind of looks like it was inked, but it has a black line around it. So I inked it because I'm not able to, I probably could if I paid more attention, but I usually mess up the black line around when I'm cutting. It doesn't stay even. So let's go ahead and ink it and stick that, whoopsie, stick that in here in the middle. And we'll put these two, let's ink them. I was going to use these in clusters, but just sticking them in there, I think maybe I'll put another tag in there that'll, if it'll fit, and just use one card. Oops. I've got some little tags left, I thought. Got that little bird one and a flower. I've got these two, but I don't really, I'm not big on them going with the kit super much. That's too big. These are all too big. What about this? It might go in. Nope. But I tried to put this on the spine, and it says letters, but I don't know. Wow, there's a gnat. Oh no. It was just my angled. Oh, here's some little tickets. I thought I had some somewhere. These go in with the tags. These go in with the fussy cuts. Oh, I've got a butterfly. Whoopsie. Butterfly flew right out of that one. And all right, let's take one of these butterflies. I inked this one already and then changed my mind about using it. Where I was going to use that, but let's do this. Okay, and what I was thinking, there's this little tiny butterfly. Oh, I didn't cut it out on one side. This fit? It might. I think the bottom of it is skinny enough. Let's kind of color the whole thing up so it's not white. Trying to go as fast as I can. If you can see this speed inking. Yeah, that goes in there nice. Put it like that. We'll put the ticket like that. Maybe we'll switch them so we can stick this up a little more. You can see it better. I'll stick that little guy right there. Okay, this is decorated. I don't have anything to set aside for the writing page. I'll go back through these. I'll probably put clusters on these kind of writing pages. This one right here is blank, and we're going to put this on as a pocket. And then we'll be at the center. So we'll just need this part right here. And then this part right here, and glue it on as a pocket. Oh, I didn't do the bottom. Oh, we could use a belly band. Well, that's kind of a good idea. Up. I almost said poo. Ah, poo. I curse in the videos. Not that I curse a lot, but wrinkling the page might bring that out in me. Okay, let's glue it again. as far out as we can. We'll put it in the middle. No, we'll put it about here. I think I need to ink that little, or glue that little corner down. Okay. Then let's take, if this card will fit, it should. Yeah, we'll put this card in there. I like it better as a belly band than a pocket. I think it's a little more fun that way. I think I'm just going to put this tag in there because of the irregular shape of the top. I don't want to use up too big. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I printed out a zillion more. In my infinite wisdom of not checking how many I already had, I'm printing out more pages front and back. I need to fill my ink. I have the equivalent of its instant ink. It's done by Epson. I have a new Epson printer that I got with it too. They gave me a printer, and I just pay for the instant ink, which is, I think, $20 a month. You can, depending on what your printer is, what type of printer you pick, I think it starts way down at $12 or $14 a month for ink, and it's as much ink as you can use. And then it just depends on how expensive of a printer you pick, which I think you're paying for the printer and you're getting free ink, but that's just me. I'll just up with this paper clip. Oh, I stuck 2 pages together. Let's get back here. Got that with the paper clip too. That's a flip out that we need something in. I think we're at the center. I think we just did the back of this. Yeah, we just did the back of that page. There's our center. Isn't that pretty? I did not ink the center on this one, even though I inked the center on all the other pages. And writing page, or decoration page. Then we've got this that we're going to put our library card on. We'll get library card. I already inked it. It's, you know, we could put it on as a pocket too. Now let's just glue it on, and we've got so much stuff going on. We'll just glue it on and then see what we've got to fit inside. See this butterfly? I'm going to glue it over here so it's not. Okay, and I'm going to glue it up from the bottom a little bit, but not all the way to the center because then it'll be hard to put a tag in. Things get running away from me. Sorry about that. So let's find a tag for it. See if I've got skinny ones left. Actually, there we go. I can put this one in there. I don't have any other super skinny ones. Oh, look, that one's got a little tear I need to cover up. This one's already got the hole punched in it. We must have been going to use it for something else. And then we were putting the hole protectors on them. Now I'm almost out of white ones. Yep, these are all metallic. Oh, there's 2 pages here. Some of these are loose from the wax paper. Yeah, there's 2 pages here. I don't know what happened to this page. Oh, these are kind of plasticky. For some reason, I thought they were paper. Are they not sticky enough to stick? What's going on? The ones I restuck stayed. I'm just going to stick it, I think. Oh, good grief. Okay. Stick them on the back to cover them. Or color them. What was I saying? It's falling off randomly. Where's the other page? I lost it. I had to. Oh, it's in my hand. Turned over. Oh, I'm not trying to go real fast at all. Mm-mm. I think I might use that thin brown ribbon and the thin cream ribbon that I have both. All right, let's put that in there. I should leave the paper clip here because let's see if I got something I can just stick in there real quick without making a big muss and fuss. Where's the one with all the fussy cuts in it? I have the tray with all the other little like where the feather was and everything. What did I do with it? It's here. I didn't use everything out of it. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to look and see. So let me put the paper clip back because that means I've still got something to do. There's the other half of what I filled in, or, you know, filled in. I had already put the pocket there when I made the folio, when I made the signature. And then we've got this on here. I'm not putting anything on this side. Or I may put something across the top. Same with this one. This one. Make a pocket, it says. There's another place that we need a pocket. So let's make a 3-inch pocket this time. You know, we could do a double pocket, like a little stacked pocket. Let's do that. We can put the smaller one. Oh, we'll put this one in here, and then we'll use one of these, or a couple of those. I still don't know what I did with the tray with all the other stuff in it. Remember, I had, oh, it's all sitting right here. It went in that tray. I'm so silly. I discovered I had two of the long border trimmers. Now, we didn't use them in the beginning of this, you know, in the other long pockets and belly bands and stuff. So we're not going to use them in this journal. Oh, excuse me, it's 5:15 in the morning. I started at 4. Actually, I started earlier than that. I started at 3, getting stuff ready, looking at my, looking at my junk journal, July journal that I'm doing through another designer, and seeing what the next page was. I'm on page 19, I think, and behind because of other things. I was 5 days behind, but I've been doing 2 and 3 pages a day to try and catch up. Plus, I'm doing this, so I've been crafting from like 4 in the morning until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Okay. Could use those 2. Would look good in there. Maybe this one. No, I don't want to use blue. Butterfly at the top. I like that better. I have a feeling we're not going to get done. I'll show you what I'm going to put in if we don't get done, so you know what kinds of things you can put in that are maybe not the exact same, like the pockets, how I made it a double pocket instead. Butterfly at the top. And if you wanted, you could add something to the front of this. Some washi down the middle or something. Like I said, I'm going to go back through and finish off everything. This goes in here. I cut it shorter so that it would fit. I cut a little off the top and a little off the bottom. I didn't want to cut all this text off under our little old lady, our librarian in the attic. Okay, so this slides in here. Oh, come on. This slides in here. Barely. Oh, do I have to trim a little bit more off? I think I do. I thought I had it. Let's make sure the top fits in. Okay. And re-ink the top. So now it just has shorter diagonal parts. It's all right. They're still even, because I cut it straight across. Okay. So this will go in here. Why won't it go in evenly? This side must be glued differently. I just want to get them to where they don't show. All right, let's take a smidge. You're going to trim one side, you need to trim the other for the little diagonals to come out the same. So I'm going to trim it just a little bit on either side. Of course, now I have to re-ink it. Oh, that cut the points off almost completely. So it's just a tag and not a, I mean a card and not a tag. Every time I think of something else, then I reduce the chances that we're going to get done on time. There we go. See if I can just pull this out a little bit. It'll match all the way down. There we go. Okay, this has these two behind it. And that will go in the top pocket. Oh, nice. And, you know, something will go there. So let's put a paper clip. Let's put a little, like a Post-it note in there. This is just going to be a writing paper. It's already got like a collage down here. And this here. So the only thing I could think would be to maybe put some washi down here, but that would cover your wings. Oops. Gosh, it's getting away from me. Okay, this right here. On this side, I'm going to take this long piece of ephemera. Of course, I'm going to use the part with the T for Teri. And then we're going to put these two in here. And we're going to make a belly band for here. Let me see where to put it. I need to put them in this way, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with it. Just a little bit sticking out. Okay, so let's put it here. I'm going to mark it here, but I'm not going to cut it straight. I want it to, you know, kind of look like that. Where's the mark? Oz, what are you doing? Oz is trying to stick his head in the trash can. Is that it? Well, I want my T on there. But I don't want to cut that off. All right, we'll cut more off of this end. If I put it that way, I still don't get my T, do I? Let me see what else I've got. Something big, maybe, that I can make into a belly band. I could use this instead as a belly band. It's a little wide. What about this tag? I can do that. Okay. Let's ink it up. Put that little bit of white off. Oh, there's white right there, so that's fine. Or cream color. I'm going to cover this hole because I won't be able to come back and put a ribbon on it unless I do it right now. I've got a little brown piece of ribbon around here somewhere if it was long enough. Nope, it was right around here. Anyway, let's put one of those little things. Oh, look at that. You could do it this way. Let's do that. That'll work good on the smaller page. It'll be fine. You even do it as a tuck. Put the long side along here. It's not very thick though, is it? I don't think it would make a good tuck. I think it would make a better belly band. So let's glue both ends. That's upside down, so it goes this way. I think we'll go this way with it. Yeah, this way looks better. Put this back in with the ephemera. How is this not time for anything? He's in here whining. Okay, I'm going to make these brown when I'm inking, so it doesn't stick out white, because I didn't want to trim out those little half circles. I could have punched them, but my punch, when I tried it on one of the other tickets, just didn't really look right. I know that's where you pull it off, but I didn't really want it white. Let's put it here. This has got a thing too. That's not straight. Well, we're at 40 minutes, so I can just hurry my butt up some more again. Go into even higher speed. I don't think we're going to make it. So we'll put that in there. That'll tighten up that belly band. We can also, I think I'll glue that on it. And it will give it a little more oomph. I ended up putting it on upside down anyway. Gosh darn it. Goes with the flat side on the bottom. Then the text is upside down. What did I do? Did I have it right the first time? I think I did. I don't know, though. I think the text was upside down when I looked at it. Stick that right on there. I'll put these in here. Awesome. Liking it. We need a belly band going this way to hold our tag. This one's already done. You can't keep the folds straight. Okay. So let's take one of our scrap papers. This one would be cool if we took just this part. Yeah, that's not too wide. It might be for that. Well, we won't see it. Can't put it in that way. Let's make it a long pocket. We'll stick it in. Okay. That way we've got a good set of a picture. We'll make this a sideways pocket. It looks like I might need some more of those smaller tags cut out. So I'll do that later. This is the exact size of the page. I kind of need to make sure it's straight. Get that little extra glue off so it doesn't glue itself to these other 2 pages. Let's get this stuck in there. Perfect. Okay. And I'm not going to put a bunch of tags and stuff in there. I just think that's really cool by itself. Maybe something on here. Yeah, I wanted to work on this. That's what was stuck together. This little tag keeps getting pulled out with all the paper clips. I thought that turned out cute. Oops. Put something small in the back of those tickets. Then I still have to do the whole second signature. We did some nice stuff, though. I'm so thirsty, and I don't think my iced coffee is going to cut it. Okay, and then that. Nah, I'll probably do something there. Something bigger. And here, too. On this side, I think I'm going to make some kind of a pocket. I think I can trim this postcard down a little bit. Okay. Maybe we could use this tag as a tuck on this page. That would hold that on. And hold the bingo card too. Just need to stay below the top of the thing, I think. Maybe not. Okay, let's do that. So with this tuck, I think I'm going to glue the bottom and this side to keep it on there. Oops, that was the top. We can wipe Fabri-Tac off. Let's try it with just the side and see what happens. We need something. Well, this is a whale tail tab, but I'm going to use it on here. Maybe I'll use a little washi and make an actual cluster right here. Put it down here. I've got scraps of this stuff. What about this little piece of lace? If I put it like this, it'll look like it's supposed to be a little bit shorter. Put the lace right here. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Nice. I actually... If anything, the diagonals. I like it. I've got a bunch of pieces of lace and a piece of this stuff too. This I was trying to do something else with, and I cut these two short because I cut one short and then I matched it to the other one, to the other length. So they both ended up short. Yeah, we're at 51 minutes. Let's see what else we have left to do. Because if it's just a pocket or something, you know what I mean? It won't matter if I don't do it on camera, because you guys just saw me do 2 pockets. And, well, 1 pocket and 1 double pocket. Ended up cutting a little bit of that stamp off so it doesn't look like an actual postcard, I guess, but to make it fit. You can still write all over the back of this. And really on the back is where the stamp would be put, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Just that little bit will stick out here. If we can tilt it a little bit. Move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit. The little point will show on both sides, but that's okay. It's better than just one. Just one looks like you didn't mean to do it. Or, you know what I mean, like you messed up. Oh, look. We're not very far from the end. Let's put our little hidden notepad in. Make sure to do that. All right, now this one, all you need to do is glue this on as a pocket, right? And then this will slide in. I suggest putting it together like this, then flipping it over to see where you can glue it without gluing your little scrappy notebook, right? Okay. So, and you don't really have to glue the bottom. This way you know where, oh shoot, let's do that. Not a lot of room to, whoops, put in the glue. I accidentally stuck that in the glue. I don't think I gotta put the glue all the way down on this side. Maybe I should trim this a little bit on either side. We'll find out here, won't we? Okay, so we'll put this on. Then we put this on here, if it goes in. Like so. I wonder if I might need to make that a little skinnier. I think so. Yeah, there's a little bit of glue on this side. All right, so I'm just going to cut it in from right here. Not the top, obviously. Right there. A little bit on this side so it doesn't look really crooked. which I think it's a little crooked anyway, but yeah, there we go. Then when you put it out, you've got your notepad. Had my finger on it and couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it in the pocket. Okay, try to do these flat. I think I am going to put a little bit of glue over here. Outside the pocket to hold it down. Damn, Southern accent coming out. I lived in Alabama for 8 years, picked up a little bit. I thought since I moved to other states, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, that I had lost it, but I guess not. Okay, let's see what else we got. We're on like a couple pages from the end. All right, I'm just going to glue this on as a pocket and then a flip down. So we're going to glue this part as a pocket, let it flip down to a writing space. Now at this point, you could put a magnet on this one. No, because it's going to be a pocket, so I'd really rather not. Okay. We'll glue this on as a pocket. All this is a pocket on here, and then we're done with the signature. Okay, and then this is a pocket. I didn't think we'd make it. Yep, it's right at an hour. We'll take an extra 5 or 6 minutes to do that last pocket. Okay, it'll be all right. I didn't know where I was going to try to get ink from. Stuck it over there where the tags are. Can't tell whether I inked it or not. And then pushed it, now it's crooked. Okay. And then we'll do this. Kind of hold it up a little better. It still looks crooked. Whoops. I gotta fix that. And if you had to, you could put a little dot. You know, one of those little fuzzy hook and loop dot. Okay? And all we have left to do, unless you want to put, you know, a cluster or something on here, we're not really doing those. Even though I probably should be. Just running out of time. Then the next video will be the cover. So I'm going to make a pocket out of the ticket, and then the spool, and then we'll put our tickets in. Okay. Actually, we're going to put 2 spools on, front and back. And that'll end up making 2 pockets. We'll line them up so you don't see the back of the tickets very much. Oh, I better ink this because it's going to stick up, which is the right side up. Doesn't matter. I'll just ink the whole thing. Doesn't take very long. So this is the other side of one of the envelopes that I opened up. We didn't really use these kind of envelopes in the kit. I mean, in the journal. I opened them all up as pages. I don't normally do all of them, but this one I went a little crazy. Okay, so I'm going to do this as a, we could do it as tucks. That would hold them in, and then we wouldn't have to worry about gluing over the top. I just glued the wrong side because I didn't look at the picture. I didn't see the butterfly on there. Once again, my glue eraser. Get it off faster when it's still damp. That way, I guess. I don't want to glue the pocket together or the tuck together. All right, so I want it to go this way. And we'll see if they stay in. If not, I'll fold it back. Okay, and we'll flip it this way. Oh, that isn't even, is it? How annoying am I? Okay, and then I want to line this one up with that one. Almost the same size. Ah, these two are the same size. That's better. It's really super cold. I used that iced coffee that you can make with cold water coffee. The only thing I noticed is that it's ground to powder like instant, I mean like iced tea, like instant iced tea. Okay. You definitely have to ink the back, oopsie, the backs of these because you're going to see it. And this is similar to what we did on the other one of these to make a double. These can be decorated or whatever. I did that again, didn't I? And try to get it centered between those two humps so I know that I've got the ticket centered. Oh. Okay. All right. And then you can do whatever you want on this. This is our last page of our signature. So we did get it done. Ta-da! Of course, I still have to go back through and do a bunch of stuff. Look how fat it ended up being. And it'll be a little fatter when I go back to where all these paper clips are and finish up. That must be a note. Don't know. It just slid in there, I think. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. The next video, we're going to make the cover. I'll have made the second signature already off camera, and it will be very similar to the first one. We're not going to do anything crazy different. And, yeah, and then the day after today, whatever day this is, you'll be able to see how to make the cover. And then the day after, you know, one day, and then the next day after that, you'll be able to see the flip through. Okay, so that's going to be it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, bye.